What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Episode 16 today of the Texans franchise. We're here in week 18, and we've got one game left, of course, and that is against the Indianapolis Colts, who currently lead our division and will take the crown this year, unfortunately. Last week, they were only one game ahead of us, and we were really hoping for a loss, but they ended up winning, so now our fate is sealed at the number 2 spot. I'm not sure what happens if the Titans win this week and we lose. I'm not sure if we can fall back down to 3. Like I said last video, I know there's a lot of different scenarios that play into seeding and standings, and I know about to like maybe 3rd or 4th tiebreaker, but after that, I don't know. So not 100% sure. I know we split with them, so we'll see how it plays out. But as of right now, we know we cannot finish any higher than 2nd. But there is an opportunity for us to potentially steal a wild card spot still. We just need a crap ton of help for it to happen. So, just to recap, the Bengals, they have the North already sealed. Broncos have the West sealed. Colts, as we just said, they have the South sealed. The Chargers, runner-up in the West, they are going to take one of the wild card spots. There's no way for them to lose out on it, I don't believe. And then we also have 3 more teams in front of us, the Raiders, Chiefs, and the Ravens, before it falls to us. We're all sitting at 9-7. So we're going to need a lot of these teams to lose, because there's, right now in my estimation, 2 spots up for grabs. I think the Chargers are going to seal one of those. And then depending on which one of these guys, if 2 of them can lose and we can win, we might be right there in the front running for one of those last, number 7 seed spots. So this game has meaning. But before we get to the game, I did want to take another stop at the prospects and to see if we have any more stories. It looks like we have a few more, so let's go over them here. Foster named college's best pass rusher. Left end Antoine Foster was the guy offense is worried about all season. He found himself in the spotlight again after being named college football's best pass rusher. That is somebody we're gonna have to keep an eye on. As you know, we might be looking at edge rushers in this draft as well. North Dakota State corner named best in country. Consistency and shutdown play were a theme all year for Jimmy Fowler, who is the top corner, by the way, and his stellar season was rewarded with the honor of being named the nation's best corner. I do know he has a very high grade on him. Chances are will not be in our wheelhouse at all, because I just don't see corner as one of our needs. We have so many other needs that corner is just not in my mind at all right now. I'm not sure if we saw all of these, so I'm going to read a couple of them. Donald hits the Heisman. Leading one of the nation's top offenses, it felt like a no-brainer for quarterback Philip Donald to be named the 2023 Heisman Trophy winner. I think that's the first quarterback that won it. I think last year was one of the defensive ones. I could be wrong there. And then we already saw this one about Stan Gore. I don't remember this one. Free safety Brendan Hills patrolled the skies on the back end of South Carolina's defense. His playmaking ability was the catalyst to him being named college football's best safety. We did see this one about Bruce Ellerby being the best guard. I know that. So maybe we didn't see this one? No, we did. We did see this one. How did we miss Hills but not? Okay, whatever. And over here on the reactions, no reactions whatsoever for the draft. And now taking a look at the quarterbacks, I have a feeling one of these have changed. If I'm not mistaken, I think Philip Donald at one point, or was it Stan Gore, was down here somewhere, like after Kevin Lake. I could be wrong, but I don't think we had 4 top 5 quarterback projections. I thought we had 3. It was Weber, Johnson, and Gore. Well, obviously Will Johnson, who is now listed as round 1, so he dropped. Okay, that makes sense. Now his talent sort of meets up with his projection. And then here's Antoine Foster. That was the guy that they were just talking about in the story. So he's 6'3", 270 pounds, 21 years old. Looks like he's got a pretty good rating spread. Good to great, good to great, good to great. Okay, skills. B, play rec. A, pursuit. B, tackle. D, injury. Not a fan. We know he's going to be a finesse rusher. A to C finesse moves, B to D on power moves. I mean, technically, I guess he could come out with B power moves and C finesse, but with the spread being higher for finesse, you just have a feeling that's what he's going to end up being, and I'm pretty sure that's what his archetype is. Yeah, speed rusher. So that's what he's going to end up being. Will Johnson still falling in at number 8, so he is still projected to go pretty high. There's a lot of good edge rushers up here. That's why I'm very I'm not sure if we'll be able to land one or not. I'm not 100% sure where we pick right now. I'll have to check. I was expecting us to have a higher pick, but due to us, having the success that we did down the stretch, I think we might end up picking after 10 now. And then here's Brendan Hills, the safety, 6'1", 206, 23 years old, free safety. Got good speed, good to great speed. B awareness, A to C zone, D play rec, B pursuit, B hit power. Sort of looks like an all-around safety prospect, not too uneven in some areas. Dylan Gilbert is way down here at rounds 1 to 2. Now, I know he's not the top guy. Now we even saw that a guy like Philip Donald is now the better prospect. And I'm not 100% sure where I want to go, but I don't foresee us having a top 5 pick. So I don't know if we'll even be able to land any of these quarterbacks outside of Gilbert, given that situation. I'm really curious to know what he is, so I'm really looking forward to getting to the offseason so we can get that other private workouts in and see what he's going to end up being. I really want to see him. I'd love to see more from... Got to find guys that are going to actually unlock, you know what I mean? Make it worthwhile. Because I think it does 20% if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's 20% unlock with the private workouts. So even a guy like Russ Burnett, we wouldn't be able to learn a lot. Of course, we can still learn a lot, but we won't get their talent unlocked without having it at 100. So I'll have to do some looking around to see exactly who I want. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get to it. But right now, I know that I need to see more from Dylan Gilbert here. And there's a couple of other potential maybe linebackers that I want to see more of as well. So we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, my main focus right now is quarterback and the front seven, primarily the linebackers right now. And then third would probably be defensive end or defensive tackle, because I think we need a guy there or two. And then after that, I mean, it's tough because I think we had a lot of receivers step up the past few weeks here. Guys like Nico Collins, who ended up putting together quite a good season. Now, will that translate when we're watching a lot more games once we get this team a little bit better suited to make a run? I don't know. But you can't argue with his 9 touchdowns. You can't argue with his games where he's able to make multiple plays, get up over 100 yards. Cooks is getting up there. So obviously we need to try to find a solidified number 1 to replace him. I don't think we have that on the roster. I think Slayton could be a great complementary piece, but I don't know if we can count on him to be the number 1 guy. And that's why I was looking at Jordan Walker here. Obviously, we don't need a receiver that bad, but man, this guy looks really, really good. Jordan Walker, he's 22, 6'5", 225. It said he's got great to elite jumping, decent to solid speed, so it is what it is, but good to great strength. And then at his skill level, this is where I really want to learn some more about him, because I love me a big-bodied receiver. I just do. I always have. I've got a weak spot for him. You guys might know that by watching my last franchise. I think I had like 3 or 4 guys I drafted that were 6'4" or above just because I wanted to. Ended up getting rid of a couple after a while, but I think we found our stride with some people, and that's sort of what I'm trying to do in this game. And who knows, if we decide that Gilbert is the guy we want at quarterback and we have 2 first-round picks and Walker is sitting there, he might be the only player that makes sense to take at that position. Because we don't know. We might end up having a huge run on the edge rushers. We don't need guards. I think we're set on the line. I'm going to give Pearson one more season before I already call his career. So... yeah, I mean, there's a lot to think about here. A lot to think about. A lot could change too as well in the next, 1 to 2 episodes. But really, I mean, honestly, after this episode, unless we somehow sneak into the playoffs, which I still think is a long shot, we're going to be in the offseason next episode. And based off of what you guys have been voting, you all want it on the one video. So there isn't going to be extra time for me to really think about it. So because of that, I need you guys to put down in the comments right now. Let me know. I know you guys don't watch the end of the videos. I'm done telling you guys what to put in the comments at the end of the videos, all right? Because I don't think none of y'all even watch that. Which, hey, you know what? I get it. I do the same thing when I'm watching videos sometimes. It's cool. My bad for putting away at the end there. But if you guys are still watching, let me know down below. What are some of the prospects that you're thinking are popping off? Who should I be looking at more? Am I looking at somebody I shouldn't? I want to hear you guys' opinions. And, you know, because I don't have perfect 20/20 vision. You know, I got contacts. I've been wearing glasses since I was in first grade. I could miss something. So let me know what you guys think down below. And yeah, so let's go check out these Colts quick. Ah, yes. Good old Teddy Bridgewater still leading the team. 33 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Just shy of 4,000 yards passing. He's having a pretty good season. 103.1 rating. Rushing wise, Taylor doing his thing. Almost 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. Same as Henry, averaging over 5 yards a carry. The Colts' leading receiver is actually Allen Lazard, the former Packer. Must say I'm very surprised to see that. 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. And then 30 yards behind him, Michael Pittman, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. He having, of course, a lot less catches, which means he's making bigger plays. And we saw that when we played him. He was making some pretty good plays against us the last time we met up. And then Robinson out of the slot has played well. He's got 6 touchdowns, but Cole Kmet has been the story for them. 8 touchdowns at the tight end position. You know he's going to be a threat every time they get into that red zone area. And Jonathan Taylor adding a little bit through the air, not too much. Defensively, they're led by Bobby Okereke. I think I'm saying his name right. I don't know. Let me know. Bash me. I don't care. But this guy is leading the team. 141 tackles, 10 tackles for loss. 5.5 sacks for Buckner. Not too much production from this unit for sacks. Grover Stewart, 4.5. Tyus Bowser, 4.5. Kwity Paye, 3. Samson Ubukum with 3. Darius Leonard, only 2 sacks. That is not something I expected to see. But we know the sim is not very fun, and the sim stats, while they said they improved them, aren't always the best. Stephon Gilmore leading the team with 4 interceptions, still in year 12. Darius Leonard stepping into the pass coverage role, 2 picks, tied for second place on the team alongside Kenny Moore and Julian Blackman. And that brings us to the strategy. Now, as much as I respect Teddy Bridgewater and what they're able to do in the pass game, I'm just so scared of a guy like Taylor being able to really just break us with the run game. I gotta stick with the inside run. I know it's like every single week what I do, but it's the one thing I gotta do. And then against this defense, they're not very good against the rush, but I'm also not going to take their sim stats as gold, because I mean, these guys, they have a really tough front 7. I think they have a great unit. I would not be surprised if they could shut us down in the run game. And honestly, I think blitz counter has been working for us the last couple of games. It's been giving us a good mixture of play calling, which I've liked to see. So we're going to stick with that. And then here for the weekly goal selections, I don't expect us to win by 17. That's not something I see as a regular request. I think we're going to go back to win turnover battle. That's always important. 350 yards, I think that's doable. 20 points or less, I think that's doable as well. And then here, I think we want to force 3 turnovers. Yeah, let's roll with that. I think that's a pretty good goal for us to have. Oh boy, Dameon Pierce is hurt for the game with a hip pointer, and Britt is hurt. Oh boy, did not see that coming. Okay, so now we're going to be at a disadvantage. It's going to be a Jamarian Sweet show. We do get a couple of upgrades. Jonathan Grenard gets one. Good to see that. And we're going to go power rusher for him. Try to keep him in our scheme here. That did not work very well. And then Laramie Tunsil, great pass protector. Pretty balanced between power and agile. I think we are going to go with power. And this is our injury list. So we don't have a center. We actually going to have to sign somebody, I think, because Britt and Pearson both out. We have Davian Taylor out, which, hey, at least we have Christian Harris back. He was out for a few weeks, so he'll be back starting at middle linebacker. But now Damian Pierce added to that list, so let's go and check that out. I think we might have to sign somebody. I think we're going to sign John Feliciano here. He's a 70 overall. He's a veteran. He fits our scheme. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll sign him. And then I was wondering, do we want to bring on a running back here for the last game of the season? There is a couple of guys. Oh, whoa. Trey Sermon is sitting in free agency. Why is he in free agency? I mean, I know in real life the 49ers have pretty much just given up on him. No, he's not even there anymore, is he? No, he got cut a while ago. But there's a couple of guys here in free agency we could bring on just for this week. to sort of fill in for Pierce, so that way it doesn't have to be Sweet every play. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go bring in Trey Sermon, and yeah. We are gonna host the Colts for our season closer. We've already talked about what's on the line today. Mills, I think, has had a really good turnaround the last few weeks. 28 touchdowns and 19 picks now. And Bridgewater having himself a really, really good season. Single-digit interceptions, over 30 touchdowns. This team is obviously doing well. They are the division leaders. And it's going to be a tough matchup. But hey, we have a chance. We're at home. We're on a roll. Can we catch them slipping like we did the Titans? Davis Mills coming out. He's almost earning the right to hold his arms up when he runs out of the tunnel because he's been playing a lot better. And today we're going to get a chance to see Christian Harris again for the first time in quite a few weeks. And we'll get a chance to see Jamarian Sweet start the game from beginning to end for his first time in his career. Hopefully it pays off for us. But yes, this defense, man, we've got to be careful. This defense, Buckner, Leonard, Stewart, they have so many good players. We got to be ready for what they're going to throw at us. We get to start on offense today, which I'm sort of excited about because I feel like sometimes we do better when we're starting on offense. We saw his stats before the game as well. Mills, though, I don't think he's thrown too many interceptions the last few weeks, and I'm hoping that I didn't just jinx him by saying that. But let's see if we can start off hot here on offense. And I just realized I forgot to change Sweet's gear back to the non-red wearing gear. But hey, it is what it is. He's got red accessories on today instead of blue. It's all good. 1st and 10. We're going to open up with the pass. Mills, not finding anybody, takes a shot deep down the field immediately, and it's overthrown for Collins. And now onto the empty set. Mills with a quick drop, fires over the middle, and he misses Sweet open. That was weird. We sort of saw that out of him last week, too, to open things up. 3rd and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and this time he connects with Collins. A tight window, but he fits it in there, working against Gilmore. And we'll get the first down. A beautiful connection, and moves the chains. Misses the easy throw on 2nd down, and then comes back and puts that dot. That's just weird, but okay. Handoff to Sweet, and he'll get a nice carry up the middle, gain of 5. Quick drop over the middle. Walsh makes the catch, another first. Big set out here for us. 3 tight ends, all split to the right. We're going to hand it off on the weak side to Sweet, and they do not fall for it. Sweet met behind the line for a loss of 1. And it was Tyus Bowser making the play for the Colts. 2nd and long, and Mills under pressure. He gets rid of it again downfield, and he just throws it away. Collins in the vicinity, but really that was just a throwaway. Now a 3rd and 11. Another long conversion needed here. Short throw, and that's not going to get to first. We're going to have to settle for 3. And out comes the Colts offense, of course, led by Teddy Bridgewater. Taylor lined up in the backfield, single back look. They're going to opt to throw on their opening play as well. A short one at that to Pittman. Makes the catch, gain of 6. A handoff to Taylor. Oh boy, we did a good job there. All right, Greenlaw. Greenlaw got back there, brought him down, and now 3rd and 4. Was not expecting that. It's like I have like just a nice throw outside. That is a big play there. Wide open. He doesn't have the most yards for him, but he always seems to be there for Teddy. We saw that the first time we played them, and now go back to Taylor, and again we stand him up at the line. He will get 2 out of it, but that is a win in my book. 2nd and 8. 2nd handoff in a row. Taylor that time down to the 46. Now another 3rd and short. Well, 3rd and medium, really. Bridgewater going to throw it over the middle. Pittman again makes the catch. 1st down. 4th carry for Taylor, and he is wrapped up immediately. Blacklock was all over that one. 4 carries for 6 yards. That is a big way for us to open up on the ground game. Bridgewater deep drop, fires it to Pittman for a 3rd time. Fighting to stay up, but he eventually gets brought down at the 33. Bridgewater perfect, 4 of 4 so far. Taylor already tired out. And another throw, this time to Kmet. He can't, it's either him or Pittman. Little pump fake from Bridgewater. Over the middle, And I believe that's Demarcus Robinson. Yes, it is. That puts him at a really manageable 2nd and short here. Playbook is wide open. Let's see what they do. Bridgewater steps up, lets it go. Kmet again. 3rd catch of the drive. Bridgewater's got 3 to Pittman, 3 to Kmet, and 1 to Robinson, along with 4 carries for Taylor. And make that 4 to Kmet, and it's going to go for 6. Colts march right back and get the lead. Touchdown. I've turned progressive fatigue off 2-3 weeks ago, so I don't know what he's so tired about. Oh, Bridgewater just missed him. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's something that still keeps with him for a couple weeks or something like that. I don't know. Play action. Uh-oh, and there it is. A sack for our 1st-round pick, Braxton McManus. I can't even remember his name. I haven't seen him enough. And that's going to push him back to 3rd and 19. Can we get off the field here? Bridgewater. He can't rely on Taylor on this one. Under pressure again. Over the middle. Throws it short, and we'll get the punt. Here we go. We have a chance to regain this lead. Getting a nice stop on defense. Now a handoff to Sweet. Met right away. Nothing much available. Blackman came up and made a nice play in the backfield. Or not in the backfield, but right after the line of scrimmage. Another handoff to Sweet, and he'll go for 4. 3rd and 3. I'm curious to see what we do here. I don't want us to run this thing. I don't think that's going to work well. But we're going to do it anyway. And it works. Look at that. Just shut up. Okay, so now that I've been proven wrong already, I'm going to shut up and just call this game. 1st down, handoff to Sweet. That time it didn't work. I know that's for sure. 10 carries, 39 on the day. Not too bad. 3.9 yards as an average. That's how good my math skills are. Mills. Uh-oh, under pressure. Throws it short. Almost a very dangerous pass. There was a penalty down, and we're going to get another freebie. Roughing the passer from Kwity Paye coming off the edge. I saw him coming around the corner. I didn't think he was that close, but gets us out of some trouble. Now can Mills take advantage of it? Almost gets sacked, but he finds an open Slayton, puts a juke move on, and he's down inside the 10. Big play for Slayton once again. Maybe Slayton can finally get a touchdown. Oh boy, oh gosh, I don't like it. I did not like that call at all. It looked like he was going to go fast, and then when he started running, he didn't go very fast at all. Oh, and another one. Oh, but he's going to get there. Mills for the touchdown. Never thought I'd see the day Davis Mills took off for the touchdown. I don't know if he does it in real life, but in Madden, he never does. And look at this. RPO. 97, can't believe it. Mills running as slow as Tom Brady, but he still gets to the end zone. He's good for 5. And now the Colts come back out here down by 6. Bridgewater going to open things up in the empty set. Quick throw over the middle to Kmet again. 5th catch already. He's got a short gain of 6 for him, but hey, it works. 5 for 45, and of course that touchdown on the opening series, and we do a good job. I think that was Blacklock. Came off the edge. I was able to cut him off. 3rd and 3. Let's see, what do we do here? Bridgewater going to throw it. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. Lazard makes the catch. Was really hoping we might be able to just shock him and get off the field there quick and easy, but no. Taylor, nice little handoff there. Credit that play to, I didn't catch who it was, but somebody got an arm on him, slowed him down enough to allow the defenders to come up, bring him down. 2nd and 5 over the middle, caught. It's Pittman. And we got half the defense there to finally bring him down, but it won't be enough to stop him before he gets that first. And Indianapolis, this has been a very easy game. Neither defense has really been able to just put some serious pressure and strain on an offense, and both of us have just been going up and down the field, as you see there. And now go back. No, play action. Nice time for a play action. I really thought he was going to run it, but Bridgewater's in trouble, and he's got to throw it away, and I don't know why Cashman didn't try to catch that thing. That could have been a game changer for sure. And now Bridgewater back to throw it again. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. Stingley got his hand in there and broke it up. Nice job the last couple of plays by our defense. And, oh, Bridgewater gets away with one there. Going, where in the heck is that going? I don't know where that was going. But we'll force a field goal. Let's see if they can bring this back within 3. I'm sure they can. It's a short one, and yes, it is good. 13-10 here. Still hold the lead by 3. We've now have 1:14 left on the clock, and we are almost to midfield. And we have 1 timeout. Thankfully, we got a good stop on defense. The sack by Grenard pretty much killed the drive, and now can Mills get us in range for at least a field goal here before the half? He's got plenty of time, and that time runs out, and luckily he's able to get it away. Yeah, if you can't find somebody within 5 seconds, you just got to get out of there. Oh wow, that was a dangerous pass. Very, very bad pass there. I'm not sure how that did not end up in an interception. Mills got to throw it, man. He does finally, and we'll get the first down. Slayton bailing us out again. He seems to be the guy that we can count on in this offense right now to make the plays in the passing game. Mills throwing it up, and it's caught by Collins. What a play by Nico Collins. And we're going to get one more play off here before we got to use that last timeout. Mills going to the end zone. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Alex Poe with a huge play to close out the half. Are you serious right now? Mills with a great throw. Look at that inside leverage on none other than Stephon Gilmore, and then Poe fighting his way in to the end zone, and we're going to turn what should have been a field goal into a touchdown. And now we have it back at the 41. Mills going to throw it on first down. He finds Walsh off the right side on a little drag route. Mills to throw it again over the middle to Sweet, and he's got a first. Single back here on first down. We're going to hand it off to Sweet. Not much room. Colts defense was there. Got to expect us to start running the ball here a little bit more now that we're in the second quarter, or the second half, and we've got a 10-point lead. So they might be ready for that stuff. As a nice throw to Cooks, and he's down inside the 30 to the 25. Another beautiful throw. I think that was Cooks' first catch. No, his second catch. One receiver split to the left, fakes the handoff. Mills going deep, and it's incomplete. Looking for Cooks in the end zone. Could not find him. And now 2nd and 10. Mills going to Poe. No, Slayton. Poe is up a little bit farther, but Slayton makes the catch. Really loving the way Mills has played so far today. Beautiful cut by Sweet, and he's able to turn that into at least 1 yard gain. Looked like it should have been a loss of 1. Walsh, nobody on him in the slot there. Let's see if Mills can oh no, it's a run play. Sweet breaks off of 1, breaks off of 2, still fighting his way down to the 4-yard line. A beautiful play call there. And now it looks like Trey Sermon has checked into the game. He has. Mills going to throw to Walsh, and Walsh just gets enough for the first. And now we got him spread out 4 wide. Mills looking over the middle, caught. Darius Slayton finally gets a touchdown, his 3rd of the season, and ever so deserving. Just had plenty of time. That opening in the middle took place, and Slayton just running right along the baseline of the end zone. Mills delivers it, and we're going to go up now 26 to 10. All right, here it is. Another chance for the Colts, and oh man, almost another bad throw. Greenlaw almost was going the other way, but again, these linebackers just do not want to catch the ball. They just keep trying to bat it away. Bridgewater under pressure. Immediately he's got to throw it, and that time it's picked by none other than Christian Harris, and he's gone for the touchdown. Pick 6 for the young linebacker. What a play by the defensive line, putting the pressure on Bridgewater, McManus, and Blacklock. He was looking for Taylor in the flats, but the throw just goes way off course, and Harris was sitting there for the easy turnover, and this is pretty much game at this point. 33 to 10. Now they're out near midfield. And again, rolling to the right or the left, and this time McManus does not let him get away. First multi-sack game, I believe, for McManus. Maybe there is something there with him. We just didn't get a chance to see it much because of his long injury. And Bridgewater runs into him again. Sack number 3 for the rookie. 3rd and 27. McManus pretty much has destroyed this drive for the Colts. And now we just can't give up a huge play here. And we will not. Well, we do a big play, but it's not enough for the first. This is 4-down territory, though. They are going to go for it. 4th and 9, much more manageable than what it could have been. Bridgewater, quick drop, scanning, rolling out again, resets, fires to the left side, and it's incomplete. Beautiful coverage on Kmet by Harris, forcing the breakup. And we're going to take over at the 45 of Indy. Bonner really started to actually step up a little bit in coverage the last few weeks as well, I've noticed. So again, this team's just coming together piece by piece. It just took us a little while to find our rhythm, to find what our schemes work for us. But hey, we end up on a 5-game winning streak to close this season out. And now it's just up to destiny. Do we crack the 7th seed for the wild card? We did what we could. We battled back from the basement to find ourselves in 2nd place in the South. And now it's just up to some of these other games. But hey, if all else fails and we have to call it end of the season here, I think we showed a lot of potential going into the future. And now it's time to see what is our fate. Do we sneak into a playoff spot? We have a few teams ahead of us, one being the Ravens, the Chiefs, I think the Raiders are another one. We just really need 2 of those teams to lose, and I think we can secure our spot in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and let's advance and see if we can get our first playoff berth. Well, guys, we had 1 team lose and the rest won, which means we are just a little bit behind the 8 ball. We did not secure a playoff spot, but we were the 8th seed. All right, so we were just the first losers. But honestly, I still think it's a good season, like I was talking about at the end of the game there. We didn't have enough during the beginning of the part. Some of that's on me for not finding the right playbooks and the right schemes earlier. We'll see what next year brings. Who knows? Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. But we got a lot of things to think about here. And the offseason is coming up next. I mean, that is what is next. I think since we're sitting here, let's go ahead and let's get through the playoffs and just see what happens. And then we can see the end of the season awards right away, and then we'll call it a video. So after the wild card round, this is what we were looking at. The Bengals beat the Ravens, expected. The Colts beat the Chiefs, also expected. But the first upset comes between the 4th and 5th seed, and that is the Chargers beating the Patriots 21-14, which is going to set up the Broncos and Chargers matchup, along with the Bengals and Colts. Interesting matchups. And then over in the NFC, the Eagles beat the Bears, the Packers beat the Cowboys, and the Panthers, same ordeal here. Same ordeal. 2-3 win and 5. So now it's 1-5 versus 1-5 and 2-3 versus 2-3. And here we go into the conference championship round. The Chargers upset the number 1 seed Broncos, and then the Bengals, the number 2 seed, winning themselves against the Colts. They really put a whooping on the Colts. Wow. So that makes it the Bengals versus the Chargers for the AFC Championship. And then over in the NFC, the Falcons beat the Panthers and the Packers beat the Eagles. So that puts the Falcons and Packers in the championship game. Any one of these matchups I think is interesting enough. And you got the fresh new quarterback, Desmond Ridder, leading the charge against the veteran-led Aaron Rodgers. And then over here, you got 2 young, up-and-coming future of the league quarterbacks in Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert squaring off. And then we see the final product. As you can see, both underdogs upset the game. The Chargers beating the Bengals and the Packers beating the Falcons. So it's going to be a Chargers and Packers matchup in the Super Bowl. Not too happy to see that because, as some of you guys may know, I am a Vikings fan in real life, and I absolutely hate the Packers for no other reason other than the fact that they're in my division and I don't like them. Let's take a look at the Pro Bowl roster. Let's see if any of our players made it. So Desmond Ridder, of course, makes it his. And here's something else for you guys. I did this a little bit before with Hurts. I want another opinion for you guys down at the bottom in the comments. For a guy like Ridder, he just led his team to a number 1 seed. He made the Pro Bowl. I have a feeling like I should be pushing some of these guys' ratings up when this happens, and even bringing ratings down for guys who underdeliver. Obviously, I can't do that for every player. I can't have my own Madden weekly ratings update system, but at the end of the year, if there's a quarterback that's just playing lights out and he's a 75 overall, I feel like he should get a bump, whether that's in overall or even just in development trait. And then vice versa. If you see a guy like, you know, who knows? Let's just use Bridgewater, last quarterback we played. He has a bad year. He should be dropped down a little bit. Bring some awareness down or something like that. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm not against doing that. It'll take a little extra time, but I think it gives a little bit more life to the franchise. So let me know what you guys think. If you don't want me to, if you think that's a little bit too much, then hey, I won't do it. I don't care. But anyway, Ritter, Burrow, Wilson, Stafford, Mayfield, and Mahomes making it for the quarterbacks. Elliott, Henry, Chubb, McCaffrey, Kamara, and Mixon for the running backs. Ham, Bawden, Harris, Neighbors. Hey, that's our fullback making it. That's awesome. And for receivers, we got Kupp, Kirk, Diggs, St. Brown, Thomas, Cooper, Adams, Jefferson, Smith, Johnson, Boyd, and Tony. Tight ends, Pitts, Andrews, Kelsey, Goddard, Schultz, and Ali Cox. The line, we got Smith, Stanley, Tunsil, Mayata, Dickerson, Nelson, Thuney, Norwell, Kelsey, Humphrey, Kelly, Jensen, Martin, Teller, Sheriff, Lindstrom, Johnson, Collins, Smith, and Wirfs. That was a lot to say. I really should have broke that up into the position groups, but I didn't. Now on the defensive side of the ball, Jordan, Russo, Grenard makes it. There we go. We got our second player making it. Young, Bosa, Garrett, Hutchinson, and Clark. At D tackle, Ed Oliver, Jonathan Allen. Not sure his first name. Is it Noah Gallimore? No, Neville Gallimore, something like that. Jones, Pierce, and Payne. Outside backers, we got Barrett, Watt, Walker, Ojulari. Middle, we got White, Martinez, Cunningham, and Kendricks. And then on the other side, Smith, Milano, Chubb, and Fowler Jr. On to the secondary, Davis, Gilmore, Ward, Bradbury, Diggs, Humphrey, Griffin, and J.C. Horn. And then look at that, Jalen Petrie making the Pro Bowl as well, along with Hooker, Winfield Jr., Biard, Duger, Smith, Ryan, and Love. And then on to the special teams, Graham Gano, Evan McPherson, Bradley Pinion, Jordan Berry, Isaiah McKenzie, KJ Hamler, Something White, and KJ Osborne. A couple of new stories here as well for the draft. We have no combine for Walker after injury setback. Teams interested in wide receiver Jordan Walker, that was the guy I was looking at, won't get a chance to evaluate him after a training injury will force him to skip the annual prospect showcase. That is interesting. Injury concerns raising red flags for Oregon prospect. Questions continue to surround the health of left tackle Emmanuel Drake, who has a long history of injuries throughout his high school and college career. And we already saw that one. Anything new over here? Yes. With his play to end the year, Jonathan Peck has moved to number 1 in my running back rankings over Zeke Billups. Then this is why wide receiver Jordan Walker so soon scared me. He re-aggravated his injury and won't be at the combine. They really take L's on how they word these tweets, man. I don't get it. So MVP of the league, Desmond Ridder. Holy crap, how good of a season did this guy have? Joe Burrow came in second, Matt Stafford, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, all quarterbacks. Go figure, not a single non-quarterback. Coach of the year, Arthur Smith, well-deserved. See, like for Ridder, I think I have to increase his overall. Not only did he make the Pro Bowl, he led his team to the number 1 seed, but he is also the MVP of the entire league. So I think I'm still going to listen to you guys in the comments if you guys actually tell me that. Who knows about other players, but for a guy like Ridder, same like I did with Hurts, I've got to make him what he should be. That's just my opinion on it. If you, hopefully you appreciate it, or hopefully you agree. If not, I'm sorry, but for a guy like Ritter, I have to do it. But for the rest of it, I will hold off and I'll wait to hear what you guys say. But for him, he's getting it. And then Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC, Christian Kirk of Jacksonville gets it. Stephon Diggs right behind him. Devontae Adams, Cooper, Boyd, Johnson. Nothing but receivers here. Oh, there's one running back, Austin Eckler. And then here's Jonathan Taylor. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Khalil Mack. I'll just sort of go through these guys so you can see their names. I'm not going to read them all off. Offensive Rookie, Khalil Bradham. He held on all season long. Bingham. Jamarian Sweet ended up finishing third. Makes sense. He wasn't the starter here. Devin Wells. A lot of running backs making this one. Stockton, Perez, Pryor. Oh, Poe made the list, and Walsh. Look at that. Stapleton wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. And then it looks like McManus ended up jumping over Frank Bonner to get up there. That's cool to see. I mean, not for Bonner, but to see McManus have that kind of a impact in the last part of the season when he was in, that's good. That's good to see. Burrow won Best Quarterback. And again, just going to go down the list here. I don't want to spend too much time on this stuff. Yeah, we're just going to mosey on through all of them. Not really stop. You guys got the pause button. Go ahead and pause away if you want to check on a certain player or a certain standing. It's all good. Oh my God, Jalen Petrie won Best DB? Oh boy, I think he's about to get himself a dev increase. I'm pretty sure. We'll have to check on that before we close out this this video here. NFC, Cooper Kupp. Nick Bosa on the defensive side. Colin Hudson, the rookie. That's the quarterback that I put in place there, isn't it? Pretty sure it was. Yeah, that's the guy that I brought over from the Eagles, because he was buried on the depth chart there, and I moved Mayfield back to the Panthers, which ended up working out because he made the Pro Bowl. Oh man, I'm glad I was able to do those things. I like being able to make those decisions for the team sometimes to offset the horrible nature of this game. And we got Desmond Ridder, of course. He's going to win that. And normal guys here at running back. Guys who, well, Monroe St. Brown, he's coming into his own in this channel. But everybody else, the guys you expect to see. Drake London getting in there. That's good to see. Got to show some love to the linemen. Defensive linemen. Linebackers. DBs. And kickers. Oh boy, there we go. Jalen Petrie, now superstar development. Awesome to see that. Definitely going to change that ability because that's some BS for an ability. All right. Awesome, man. I am excited. Let's sim past here. We're going to end up getting to the offseason today. We'll stop at the re-sign players because, well, maybe we'll stop at free agency. We'll just get all that out of the way and then we'll just pick up the offseason video in free agency. I think that'll be best. So the Chargers end up knocking off the Packers, and Justin Herbert has himself his first Super Bowl. I'm so happy that I made his contract stand on the team so that he wasn't getting put into free agency. And now we are officially in the offseason. We're in the re-sign stage. We have 7 players on here. I'm pretty sure none of them are going to be re-signed. We can see what their drop-off is now. Not too bad for Fisher. Still a 71 overall. Jared Wilson, definitely not going to be bringing him back. Desmond King. Did he really not lose much? Let's take a look. I don't think he lost anything. Well, that is awesome to see. No, he did not. And he only wants a 1-year deal. To me, is not bad at all. I would even go player friendly. Let's do neutral risk. So we'll do a 1-year deal, and I'm just going to up this a few. So we'll do 1 year, 7 mil. I don't think that's too bad. Let's see if he takes it. He does. There we go. Desmond King is back for another season. It does not look like we had much change here, but there's one big thing that looks really awesome to me. Alex Poe is an X factor. We haven't unlocked his rating all season because he didn't play. And come to find out, we ended up getting an X Factor receiver in the draft last year. That is awesome. Wow. So we find a great receiver right away. He's got to hit the field now. I mean, I got to play him. I can't believe that we had him sitting there the whole time. And on defense, Jonathan Grenard went up to... Oh, wow. This is an awesome offseason. Jonathan Grenard is now a superstar. Derek Stingley Jr. is up to superstar. And Jalen Petrie is up to superstar. Was Greenlaw always a superstar? I'm not sure, but I am loving this season so far. We have had some awesome upgrades. Next year, I cannot wait to see what we're going to get out of these guys. There we have it. Everything is done. We've seen what the roster is now. It looks like we're getting a little bit better now. Everything is up above an 80. We got our re-signs done. We fell one game short, but hey, I think we have a bright future ahead of us here in Houston. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like the video, drop a sub if you like what you're seeing, and turn that bell notification on so you know when I upload some more Texans franchise. And hey, there will be some other content coming out here shortly. I have an idea for showing you guys my other passion of mine, which is the RFL. If you don't know what that is, check out my featured channels, and also to more tip videos coming soon. So make sure you got the bell notification on so you know when that stuff goes live. And I'll see you guys next time.